Okay, hi guys, I have a cutting video for you here. This is hot process soap, and I'll explain that to you in a bit, but there's the log. This one is in my Coco-Lotion scent, which is a new scent added to my scent menu just recently. And so it's just a plain creamy looking soap, and the top is kind of textured, and I've added I took some real organic unsweetened coconut flakes and ground them up really fine, and I put those on the top of that. Now it is hot process, so technically it is ready to go. I'm still wearing my gloves, however, just to be safe. I like to protect my hands, always just in case. And I will still let this cure out a week before I list it. Now, by the time I upload this video, it will be available. I'm going to do my videos a little bit different because I'm always, doing my cutting videos and then saying, well, the soap will be available in, 6 weeks or so, 4 to 6 weeks in my Etsy and Artfire. And so I'm going to do that a little bit different. I'm going to be videotaping, but I'm going to save the videos and not upload them until the soaps are actually listed. And once they are listed, then I will post the video so that then you can go directly to my store and purchase it if you like. So that way, it's not like having, watch a video and if someone wants it, then having to wait the month and a half to actually go purchase it. That's a long time between. So now you'll be able to watch the cutting video and then go directly and purchase it if you like. Now this is hot process. Okay, I wanted to explain that. I've decided to do some hot process soaps for a couple different reasons, and one of the reasons is I have some scents that just I don't feel will stand up well, or I've tested and they don't stand up well to the cold process method, but they're really nice scents and I want to make a soap from them. So in those instances, or a fragrance, say, that misbehaves really badly in cold process soap or something, something like that. If it's still a really good scent that I definitely, in other scents will, they'll morph or not stick in the cold process or whatever. But anyway, with those scents, if I still feel they're really worth soaping, let's see if I'm still in the camera there. If they're really worth soaping, I'm going to hot process them out. Now, what I used to do in that instance is I would maybe make a glycerin, a melt and pour soap with it. But of course, I really like the completely from scratch. There's nothing wrong with glycerin or melt and pour. It's still handmade. It's still better than, a commercial soap, in my opinion, anyway. But I just like the whole idea of putting every single ingredient in, how much I want, what I want. So I'll start hot processing those scents out that don't work, or I feel won't work in the cold process method. And so these soaps are exactly the same recipe. They're my olive oil and coconut milk soaps, my signature soap, and so they're that exact same recipe, just hot processed. And this scent is delicious. It's Coco-Lotion. and I named it Coco-Lotion because it smells like, you know, what was that suntan lotion called? Is it Copper Tone or something like that? I can't remember which one it was, but you know, there was a lotion that was so popular I used to use when I was younger, and I think it was Copper Tone. It smells, you know, it has that creamy coconut suntan lotion smell, just so yummy. That is exactly what this smells like to me. Now these are coming out fairly big, and because they've been hot processed, I'm sure they're still going to shrink a little bit, but I don't expect them to shrink as much, near as much as with my cold processed soaps, because of, you know, how they're made. So I'm getting, you know, they're probably going to average 4.5 to 5 ounces probably. So. I'm just going to cut the end off there. Okay, so I'm going to take you down here, check these out. Okay, so there is Coco-Lotion. It's just a nice creamy color with the, let me just zoom that in because it focuses in better sometimes with it when it's zoomed in, maybe not. Doing that thing again. I'm going to have to adjust my settings again. But anyway, there's Coco-Lotion. Nice and just creamy colored with the finely ground organic unsweetened coconut there on the top. So it's not an exfoliating soap because that's just on the top. And there's the bars. And I've got a mini loaf here. And because it's hot processed, I'm not selling the mini loaves whole, you know, uncut, because by the time you get it and try to cut it, I was afraid, you know, it might be crumbly, which, you know, after cutting it, I think my recipe is going to do fine, but I'm still going to cut the hot process, just to be on the safe side. I'm going to cut the hot process mini soap loaves up, pre-cut them. So we get 6 bars out of a cut loaf, and that's what those little bars look like. They're so cute, and they're just perfect little size for personal use. And there's my samples, only a few samples, but I did make these, instead of doing, you know, I always do the little square samples, but I was like, wow, you know what would look cool would be coconut balls. So I ended up just making balls out of them and rolling them in some of the finely ground coconut and made these coconut balls. So I don't know, I might give those out as samples. You know, I might sell a bag of coconut balls. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe just give them out as gifts. I have no idea. So, and then this is my bar to test. I just rolled a little funky little, I don't know what you'd call it, but that's going to be my my bar to try out. So anyway, these will be available by the time this video uploads. This will be available in my Etsy, and soon I'll drag it over to Artfire eventually. And so I'll put those links down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.